So, I'm sure have a track mode point out. This is Wonder Boy in Monsterland. This is the sequel to Wonder Boy. And Wonder Boy was the same game as Adventure Island. Like, just sitting here at the start of the game, just kind of helpless and useless. Oh, right, this also has like a timer, so I shouldn't screw around too much. But yeah, the original Wonder Boy, like, you're some, like, caveman in the woods who gets a skateboard, and it's just the original Adventure Island was Hudson licensing it for the NES, and the TG16 had another game that was just Wonder Boy. Adventure Island went off and had its own sequels that were, like, made by Hudson, which, you know, did their own thing. Which was not too dissimilar from where this went eventually. Meanwhile, I've never known how you pronounce it. Is it Westone? West One? It's I think it's one of those. But they took it in a different direction. It made this sort of like very RPG inspired platformer. I love that bartender so much. That's nice. You can buy hints there. They're just, you know, general hints on the game. As is the pattern with a lot of, like, Master System games, like, kill stuff, get money, spend money on RPG upgrades. Also, I kind of like this does for indicating how hurt bosses are. They all have these little, like, color-changing gems on them somewhere. I can there. So at all times in this game, you have this little hourglass up top. This is a game that has some secrets. I was playing this earlier, and I was reminded about this one from the other hint from that bartender. Whenever the timer empties, you take damage. Weststone? Okay. I'll go with that. They have such cute art on enemies, I swear. So here's a shop. I cannot afford the leather boots, but I can get the cloth boots at least, and not suck as much at walking. And they're pink, so that's cool. Can't afford booze. Probably can't afford a shield. I could, like, stop and grind a bit, but, you know, time's ticking. I can't appreciate these shopkeepers. See, this is like a weird mix of, like, action RPG of like, yeah, very, you know, upgrade your gear, get your tools variety, and like a straight up arcade game with just a kind of unforgiving challenge and like, all right, I have the shield. Knocked out. And there are, of course, old-school secrets of the, like, jump here variety, like that coin just now. But yeah, upgrading your boots makes you, you know, move faster. Got your armor and your shield and your sword for the obvious things. So you want to, you know, get through the game in a hurry. Something be beyond the wall. And you get little side quests and, like, You can just miss those, and sucks to be you. There's that timer doing its thing. Ugh. No, it's not instant death. That's nice. Okay. Dive at me. Thank you. Free sword. Okay. Yeah, you want to like get all the good equipment and find all the little side quests and get your little secret items that way, and also, you know, deal with the brutal difficulty and not spend too much time goofing around. Ugh. I usually have better boots. Also, I haven't played this game in, like, a number of years that I don't really want to think about. Uh-oh. All the money. Oh yeah, there was. I thought there was something on that cloud on the left, but eh. This isn't the end of the game already. This is a castle I completely forgot about, apparently. You have the worst pattern, Mr. Fire Sprite thing. Goodbye, Clue. I will just toil in ignorance. But yeah, back when this game was new, I remember playing it a ton. And I could very consistently get to the final level, and then I would just, like, absolutely, just die to the timer, because of this one section where there's, like, this long vertical shaft with these disappearing blocks in it that disappear very quickly, that you have to just, like, alternate side to side on. Which is in the middle of one of those, like, take the wrong path, loop back around sort of mazes. What's this? Ooh. I will... What a sinister shopkeeper! Like, look at him. Yeah, so I'm hoping I can get to that level and then finish this anecdote. I'm not really, like, confident that I will do so, but I'm hoping. It's pure money. Okay. This, too, I seem to recall, is actually a fairly short game. It's like, what, 8 levels? And that's 3 of them down already. In retrospect, it is... Oh, rude. It is so worth it to just take the time to make sure you can afford those better boots to start. Love the design on this crab and the snakes and like. Ooh, free helmet. Okay. If I recall, it's the sort of game where it's like, it's not hard to get to the end. It is very hard to win. Just you really, like, suffer if you don't have good gear at the end of the game. And then also, just the last level is a thing. Ah. Okay. Stay dead long enough, please. So earlier I, like, you know, ran out of HP and died, had the little magic potion. They apparently just start with, to continue, but otherwise, like, I can get another one of those, I believe. But if I don't, like, next death, that's it. This is such a like BS pattern here. How do I use my spell? Oh, okay, down. And then I missed the jump. Aha. That's what we call a damage boost. Okay. That mouse has 0 chill. And more than 0 HP, okay. I might need to go to the hospital. And therefore I can't afford the armor. Unless... You know what? I'll take a shield, sure. Properly decked out in all pink now. This armor's gonna be way too expensive. Aha. There's a lot of just like play the game, replay the game, get all the hints from all the bartenders, know like where you jump to get money, or the secret shops, or like whatever hell's going on here. So yeah, this game is like a little rough around the edges. But the next game in the series is like one of the all-time greats. Interesting mechanics on that. Okay, please die, whatever you are. Okay. I also hadn't quite, like, attained the true potential of cuteness in this game yet. You're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die. Okay. Okay. I'm like halfway through the game, I think. Having a shield is very good. You know what? I'm just gonna get a hint. Why not? Who can refuse a drink from that guy? Look at him. Just look at him. So like a lot of like really obscure secrets in this, and I think all of them, like there is an NPC who will tell you about them. It's an interesting experiment of a game, because it's like really like straddling two worlds. All right, getting some HP back. I'm not fighting you, Mr. Roadman. You're not worth the effort. Yeah. It's a good death. And yeah, that's it. It is kind of arcade hard. And here's the track mode showing us more little secrets. But yeah, when you know where all the extra money is and other little secrets, it's not too bad. And it's pretty brisk, but it is like crushingly difficult if you don't know what you're doing. Mostly it's because, like, again, the timer is real, and that last level in particular, like, really is just this real repeating maze castle with this horrible one jumping section. So what I would do, back when I was very young, is I would play this game, I would get to the last level, and then I would simply turn the system off, and I would pop in this game. Because Wonder Boy 3, The Dragon's Trap, as opposed to Wonder Boy 3, The Dragon's Curse, kind of starts, like, as you reach the last level of Wonder Boy 2, and just kind of, like, it's like Symphony of the Night, where you have that little playing as Richter bit. Except, you know, here being the start of the game, at the end of the game, like, it's not BS hard. But yeah, I say as opposed to the other Wonder Boy 3, because there are two Wonder Boy 3s. There's Wonder Boy 3, The Dragon's Trap, which is this one, and it rules, and there's Wonder Boy 3, like, The Dragon's Curse, I think it's called, which is an arcade game. And it's like it's a shmup. You're like riding on the back of a dragon and like flying around and like shooting things. Notice among other things, my stats are through the roof, and my status is Hugh-Man. That won't be significant at all. Trust me. I love his like big goofy eyes. Yeah, this you know, despite the improved graphics, is the final area from Wonder Boy 2, just kind of remixed and made less awful. I think I want to go down there. They still make you do some amazing stuff. And suddenly the castle gets all techno-y. As the big surprise is like the dragon that you're going to kill is like a robot dragon. Just because, you know, video games. I was watching music. Can we not do that? Okay. I used to be much better at this. At least I have like infinite stats. Because Wonder Boy 3 assumes that you've got every power up, and also several didn't exist. It's one of those things where it's like, if you get in the right rhythm, like, you basically stomach a boss. But again, slippery physics in SMS games is just a thing. And the sword has such a garbage range. There we go. And now, as is tradition so many of these, let me just get all the money I can before I touch this thing. Oh no! I have been cursed to become a lizard man instead of a human. I still have all my legendary gear, but like can't equip it now. However, I can breathe fire, so that's cool. You can also do this, which is just such cute sprite work in this. And a great soundtrack. There we go. And that was, of course, a low Baron boss, as you have. And this is actually still cool today, having to like wait for the falling blocks to make a little staircase for you. This and Castlevania 3 pulled that sort of thing. And in both cases, it's just kind of rad. The faces on like every enemy in this. Just peak art. And sadly, it is password based, and not like, you know, actual save file. But what you can do? So anyway, it's worth noting. I love this game's soundtrack so much. The town is very much like a hub, and it is a very exploratory game where you can kind of just slowly access more and more of the world as you try to decurse yourself through the simple and logical choice of finding more dragons and having their last breath also curse you to turn you into something else, and just kind of hoping you eventually get human out of the mix. Which takes several tries. Oops. Down I go. Those are very Mega Man looking anglerfish. Again, like, the color palette in this game is like... This is an 8-bit game. Like... Looking as good as it does here. And also, it's worth noting that it's probably on things too, but I know on the Switch at least, there is a remake of this. I think it dropped to 3, just to make it more confusing. By this French developer. I don't know if they did anything else besides this, but it is like such a labor of love. It is the single best remake of a game I've ever seen in my life. Mostly because not only does it have the option to play with the original graphics and music and sound effects, but like, and not only does it have separate toggles for those 3 things, but you can just hit the holy cow, a lot of damage. You can hit the shoulder buttons to toggle back and forth between the modern and classic look and sound, and it'll just kind of do this wipe across the screen. And you can even, if you're so inclined, mash them just right to get it like stuck in the middle and have this split screen of the old and new look. And the new look, like, they did a really, really good job of recapturing this sort of art style in a more, you know, high-res, painterly way. So, would highly, highly recommend if you happen to see that anywhere. I guess you can probably just like buy it digitally too, but like, yeah, the remake of this game is such a labor of love. And I kind of prefer the original everything, but like, they did do a good job with the new stuff, and it does at least, anytime that there are 2 areas using the same track, it will like give them each a different remix of it. Now, at least my ghost is still human. Yeah, and if it continues in this one, because this is more of a, you know, explore 'em up adventure-y thing. But it's not my only possible path from the starting town either. Well, that requires something else. I do like Wonder Zillions. Healed here, that's nice. I think it's the only way to go from the start. Unless... Oh. And there we go, a permanent second heart. That will make life easier. the one maybe flaw in this is there's this whole weird system of when you're buying new equipment, you have to have sufficient charisma for them to sell it to you. You also have to remember which button to hit. Yeah, this will make surviving significantly easier. But yeah, these little charm stones here, they are random drops, and you kind of need them to get better equipment. For the most part, which is not the greatest system. Fortunately, that's like the one change the remake makes, is just kind of dropping those. I'm curious, can I get to the next boss and show off the main hook of this before it gets too late? I think I can. Especially now that I actually have, equipment. Actually, wait, I'm gonna go through that door. It's been a bit. No. Okay. I was thinking it does like a really good job of like connecting back to this same central hub, and then just every time you're back in town, you have a new power that lets you take a different route out. It's not quite the full like Metroid experience. There's not really much at all in the way of doubling back, but it's still a nice contiguous world that you can just freely explore and go back to places in. And again, like, this is one of just the, like, most aesthetically pleasing 8-bit games I can think of. Like, what is the nicest looking NES game you can think of? I guess a lot of people would say, like, the Sunsoft Batman game. Maybe, one of the Final Fantasies. But, like, they don't hold a candle to this. Oh, okay, that's where I was when I died. But the other, like, well, okay, let me go back to the convoluted numbering of this series. So this is one of the 2 Wonder Boy 3s, and then there's like the Adventure Island games spinning off from the first game, doing their whole own thing. And then after this came the wonderfully titled Wonder Boy 5 Monster World 3, because it's, the 5th game in the series, since they kind of did 2 3s, and it's the 3rd one that's in this, like, fantasy setting. I cannot afford the Goblin Mail, sadly. No, that's a question mark, because I'm not charming enough to be offered. What did that cost? Was that like 180? I will be back, wonderful smoking pig with an eye patch and a jaunty little scarf or neckerchief. I will get your 11 gold. From these adorable crabs. 4 already. Yeah. There are times you need money in this. There's never really times you need to, like, seriously grind. I'm all screwed up because I am playing this on a keyboard. And it's like, by default, arrow keys and, wait. Interesting. Okay. So even better stats. Anyway, is this the end of this area? Did I... Was I not on the path to get to the desert? That works when I think they're hurting as much as they were when I first got here. Ow. Please stop knocking me, Mr. Cloud. Yeah, as you can see now, that I have, like, real armor. Like, I'm taking no damage here. Still taking forever to kill things, because, you know, I don't have a new weapon or anything. What's down here? Besides, very hurty. Is this just sticking back this way? Okay, they do not want you to just, like, abuse iframes in this, do they? Okay, so I've explored the beach. I'll go left this time. I will stop trying to ignore my enemies. I got that chest. Okay. Please let me out of your watery world. I want to go to the desert and fight the zombie dragon. No, this is that second boss. Oh, dang, those, like, life retail potions are just a random drop, aren't they? I was kind of thinking of, I'll just Death Warp. That's off the table now. Okay, so I have to... Well, take couplets like that, or carefully point back this way. Ah. Why jump so hard? Why no? We just go back this way. Come on, game. Oh, there's okay. Wait, no, this is just this. Okay, I got it. I got the trick. Gotta equip my good armor. Send me home. Not fast enough. Who hurts more? I clearly missed some other path in town. Oh, there we go. Okay. So where the heck am I going? I'll take that. Yep. Can't go that way yet. Is this a thing? No, it's just this. I don't have... Oh, I do have to keep for that. Okay. Right, I gotta key off the beach. Okay. Interesting, like, sky colors in this. And they mix it up quite a bit. Okay. So now, here I am in the desert. Excellent track here. Fire-breathing sunflowers. Alright, so, again, I was talking about the history of the series, where, okay, there's Wonder Boy 3, Wonder Boy 3, and then Wonder Boy 5, Monster World 3, and then there was Monster World 4, which is not a Wonder Boy game, but is a Monster World game, where you play as some puffy pants princess with a curvy sword. I've still never played that one, which is... At the time, it was because it was never released here, and then, you know, in more recent years, it has been. And they also got a remake, but it's like, eh. Make me be clouds. And yeah, then the series was kind of done for a while after that. And then the original developers of this, at literally the same time as the French team remake of this game was being made, decided to do a spiritual successor to this called Monster Boy. Which is also just a delightful game that I need to get back to at some point and finish. Which is more of a proper Metroidvania in that, like... Oh, good timing. You get your various curses, but then you can, like, switch between them all on the fly, and then all of them get, like, new abilities over time. And also, it has a, like, anime intro, which is just, like, such a... This game came out on the Saturn. It was localized with working designs in an alternate dimension sort of thing. So that was also, like, very much worth the effort of finding and playing if this appeals at all and you want more, like, hot swapping and having cool powers. I feel like there's another, like, whole branch of the family tree, but, like, yeah, just keeping track of the Wonder Boy games is weird. And then, like, the Adventure Island games, too, also, like, branch off and do their own thing, I think, at some point. Well, and then, of course, this game was ported to the TurboGrafx 16/PC engine under yet another title. Which, again, was very close to the SMS title of it. So it's a whole big mess. Careful. I say and then I do this. Did I ever, like, put my real armor back on? That would probably help, wouldn't it? Also, you just, like, jump into boss fights in this. Back down here. Down here. Okay, get down here and don't unlock me. How's that sound? Sometimes very, very easy. Sometimes it's a process. I don't remember taking 5,000 hits normally. I think perhaps I may have missed a weapon somewhere. All the way back in town? Okay. So that's the first, like, proper boss. When you beat that boss, you're cursed again and turn into a little mouse. And as a little mouse, you can walk on these blocks on the sides of them, the ceiling and stuff like that. And that lets you go over into this side of this town. Where there's another boss and you're cursed again, and cursed again, and cursed again. Yeah, it is an incredibly charming game. I don't want to play it on this keyboard anymore. But yeah, this is, like, one of the all-time greats, and definitely one of, like, the top 2 games on the Sega Master System. One of the main reasons to own one. The other one, of course, being